All right, ladies, welcome to our November 2019 Zoom meeting. I'm excited to be able to go over a few things, but before we get started, I'm going to do a quick share screen on here because Gianna is going to be sharing some tips on a couple booking things first to get us jump started, because I know that we're trying to get into the Christmas spirit, and with the holidays coming up, we're wanting to take advantage. I think now officially in Ohio, it's starting to feel a little bit like the holidays since we have some snow on the ground. But for you guys that are, not experiencing that yet, we wanted to kind of think, how can we add a couple parties to your calendar, and what are those tools? So I'm going to switch over to share my screen, just so that way, I say that, there we go. Here we go, and I'm gonna let Gianna take over. All right.
All right, ladies. Okay, so Christy creates these, Christy Corzat creates these. She's one of the leaders on my team. Every single, pretty much every month, every couple months for us, which are amazing. So she puts all of these pictures together, the jewelry, puts the crystals in it, and then creates the verbiage. And so what's nice about these are, this is a way to get somebody to have, that you've been asking to have a party that, I'm not going to have a party. So this is another way about going about it. But the key to these is when you go to post these on your Facebook page, you need to go into your friends list, and anybody can pipe in if something's changed since we've been doing this. But I typically go into my friends list, and I will scroll down through my friends and start commenting and liking on their page. Because what I want is those people that I want to book a party with, I want them to come back up into my feed again. Because if you haven't talked to them forever and you haven't commented on their stuff, you haven't liked their stuff, you're probably not seeing them, and they're probably not seeing you. Because Facebook controls who we see. And last I heard, I think we only see the first 50 to maybe 100 people that we're actually communicating with. And I feel like I see the same people all the time. And those are probably the ones I'm constantly liking and commenting on. So before you post this, go to your friends page, scroll down to the bottom, and start going through your friends list and commenting and liking on their page. And then I would post it after you've commented maybe on 20, 30 people, then go back and post this style session. Because then what it's going to do is it's going to be fresh in their feed and fresh in your feed, and then they can come back and start commenting how many crystals are in the vase. And then what we typically do is to keep it going within your feed is, as soon as they comment a number, 237, then you're going to come back and you're going to reply, "Thank you for guessing." And, I do a smiley face or something. And when you do that, it's going to keep bringing it back in your feed. And so your hopes is that you get several people that start commenting on it. So then it's going to keep popping up. And then every time they comment, you thank them, it pops back up again. And you can keep it going for a couple days. Now, you might want to pick certain days or stay away from certain days to post it. Like Saturday's probably not typically good day. You want to get it when people are home in the evening, scrolling Facebook, probably around 7 to 9 p.m. Maybe on a Sunday later in the evening as well, just because people, they're done with church, or maybe early Sunday morning before people get out and about for their day. I don't know if anybody else has had success when they post it on Saturday. I have not had very many people comment on it. Mondays are a good day because people typically don't do much on Mondays, but I almost always post it between 7 and 9 p.m. And so then what you're going to do is, after you have it run for a couple days, everybody's a winner is what we say. So no matter what they guessed, I don't know what the crystal number was on this. Emmy, do you remember?
I don't, but I can post. Each team will have it posted. or we'll bump it to the top because I think it's already in our teams. So we'll bump it up and it has the number and everything on it. So we'll make sure we bump
it. It's a high number. I think it's like in the 600s, how many crystals are in that. So I typically make 1 or 2 winners. And so I'll private message them that they're a winner. Congratulations for them winning my style session. And we can post the verbiage of what we typically reply back to them, and that they're our winner. And I typically ask, what works better, weekends or weeknights? And then everybody else that I message is a runner-up. So you have your winner and then you have your runner-ups. So everybody your runner-up. We have a doggy barking. It's not mine this time. Usually mine's in the background barking. Okay, so hopefully that that helps with everybody. I would what are we on? We're on Tuesday. Or are we on Monday? I'm off on my days. Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday post it. Like I said, Fridays and Saturdays I would just stay away from posting it, just because probably not a lot of people's on there. So the other thing is we got Black Friday coming up. And there's all kinds of things that you can do for Black Friday. I'm actually going to talk on something that Emmy shared with us on our leader group today. I thought this was brilliant. And so what you can do is those people that you've been trying to host a party with, and you just haven't been able to get them down on a date, this might be another way to get them to host a party with you by telling them that you have a special going on for Black Friday. So you could say something like, just for my top hostess, I have a VIP Black Friday sale going on, which is probably going to intrigue them and they're going to want to know more on it. And so then what you can do is if they host a party between now, before the end of November, then they would get, all of their guests that night would get free standard shipping. Now, why I say free standard shipping is because that's just a flat rate of $6. And so it's not going to be a lot of money out of your pocket if you're just doing flat or standard flat shipping, whatever I just said. But I'm going to use Emmy's party for an example. She did this last year, and she got her hostess to book, and she was running that Black Friday special. And so her party was $1,800, and she did free standard shipping. So she made 30% off that party because she made the $1,800 for the month. So she made $540 off that party. She had 16 orders. I mean, that's crazy. $1,800 party. She had 16 orders times the $6 that she paid out. So she ended up paying $96, but she still made $444 off of that party. And I meant to, Emmy, how many bookings did you get off that party?
Oh, I'm not muted. I was like going to unmute myself. If I remember correctly, I got 3 from that one because it set me up for December. Like it added some additional parties for me for December. I had a really good December too last year.
So that is well worth it. Coming up with something, being creative, to get those people off the fence that have like, I'm going to give you a date, I'm going to give you a date. Well, offer them your Black Friday special. The other thing you can do is we talked about, and I've done this before, is, offering a free gift with purchase. So every guest that comes that night, that purchase, they get a free gift. And what we typically do is we order those dollar charms off of our business supply. They're costing us $1. And so some creative ways that we've came up with that you can, that you can display them off is by saying, you can put these little cute charms on. Actually, I hope I meant to grab one. I just thought about that. I was going to grab one. Do it for shoe boot bling, where everybody's wearing those cute little shoe boots now. And so you can take that charm and hook it on your shoe boot. So I thought that was really cute. You can also put them on the zippers on your wallets. You can put them on your necklaces. I just had a customer at my party. She won my charm, and she had her kids. I don't know where she got it at, but it was super cute. But one of the charms was actually her son's birthstone. So she put that on her necklace. They can also put it on their bracelets too. And so it's just creative ways to come up with to be able to, you know, get those hostess to book by offering those extra incentives, which is really nice.
Awesome. Any questions on that before we move on? Let me bring it back to, I'm going to do stop share real quick. Anybody want to have a question for, I know I think, oh wait, you have to unmute yourself. I don't think I have to unmute them. Let me see. You know what? We'll save it till the end. We'll do that. Okay. If there's any additional questions, just make a note. All right. We've got, so let me do stop share real quick and let me bring in, we've got Tammy and Jordan up. I'm going to mute you, G, so that way we can, all right. Let me find Tammy Miller and Jordan. If you can, is it not, let me see if it's letting them unmute. I don't see where they are on this. Let me unmute everybody. Sorry. So one fun thing about this. I don't see Tammy Miller on here.
I'm
There's Jordan. Okay, I'm unmuting you.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay,
Tammy.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, perfect. And Tammy's unmuted. Perfect. Okay, so let me go back in. These two gals, let me go to speaker view. And they are going to be going and doing a little role playing on overcoming objections. So let me get that slide up so you guys can see it. It's going to be the most common ones that I feel like we're getting lately. So there's going to be one that is going to be the guest, and one is going to be the hostess. I don't know why my screen is not popping up for the share screen. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, you guys go ahead and take it and run with it, and I'll try to see if I can figure out my share screen. Okay?
I don't see, I guess no way for me to see Jordan. Is there on here, I guess? No?
I would say I saw her.
Jordan, can you see me?
You guys just talk because it's going to be kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be at the bottom.
Sorry, Avery started screaming.
Okay, was that her? Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, there you are. Okay. So Emmy asked us to do a checkout, whether check-in versus checkout, and always using this fabulous wish list. If you guys aren't using it, please make sure that you've got one from Emmy or so we're going to start with Jordan. She's going to be my customer for the night of the party for the Sip and Sparkle, and I'm going to check her out and see what we can get going here with. Hi, how are you?
Tammy,
Good.
real quick, Tammy. Sorry, not to interrupt. We can't hear you very well. Is it just me?
No, she sounds like muffled.
Yeah, you sound very muffled. So I don't know if it's your headpiece. Is there a way to unplug and hit speaker on it?
Let me change. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me change.
Okay. Because I want everybody to be able to hear this clearly.
Can you guys hear me on that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Better? Okay. All right, then. So, okay, so Jordan, thanks for coming to the Sip and Sparkle tonight. Did you have fun?
I did.
You did. You really looked like you were having a good time. You were like really working with the girls at the table and playing the jewelry. What was your favorite thing about tonight?
I like trying on all the jewelry and trying on all the jewelry and just kind of hanging out. It was fun.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Did you find pieces, did you end up liking more than you thought you were going to like, or was
Well,
it?
yeah, a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, your wish list is looking pretty good. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, we hadn't really had a chance to talk. You asked some really good questions during the opportunity part, just like, you know, sometimes people ask questions because they just want the ticket, and some people ask questions are really interested. But you had some good questions. Have you ever thought about maybe giving this a shot, trying something like this?
I don't know. I don't know if I really would have the time to do something like this. I'm busy. I have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about like what your day's like.
My day, I mean, my day's different every day, but
Yeah.
go to work, come home, just busy every
Kids,
day.
or you're married, have kids, you going to school? What are you doing? What else
I
do you
work full time. I have a kid. I'm married.
do? Okay, so busy.
Yes.
Okay. So just because like I said, you were so fun and you really related well to, and a lot of times girls aren't quite as comfortable as you with just like putting jewelry on people and touching them and things like, I mean, you were just like all in. You were doing my job for me. So I was just wondering, would it be worth the conversation if I could show you how maybe, you know, a few hours a month, maybe a few hours a week, maybe just once a month, whatever it might be, whatever would fit into your schedule. If I could show you how it could fit for you, and you could end up making $500 to $1,000 a month, would it be worth at least seeing if it could work?
I mean, yeah, extra money sounds great, but I really don't know anybody that I would ask. I don't know a lot of people.
Right. That is probably one of the bookings, and then not knowing who is like huge. I mean, that's like one of the biggest, scariest things, but I will tell you that we have this really cool call like Recipe for Success. It's our glam plan. And what we have found is that, you know, a lot of stuff has been like field tested and things work and don't work and what have you. And we share that and train and coach and support. So you just sort of have to follow a script basically and just sort of stay plugged in. I mean, if it would be something that easy for you to follow, do you think it would maybe at least give you enough pause to go, well, you know, maybe.
I could think about it. I mean, other thing, where do you do stuff like this? Like, I don't want to go to people's homes, and I don't like inviting people over my house because it's around the holidays. We're just too busy.
So the home kind of thing is just sort of like, it's not a cool thing for you. You'd rather be like out and about maybe?
I mean, is that an option? Can you do that?
It is. It is. It's, you know, when you have your own business like this, it's very customizable, not only with just the when you want to work it, you know, where you're going to work it, how many times a month you want to work it, how much do you want to make. They've really, Swarovski's really sort of taken out all those kind of like bugaboo things that sort of like drive people crazy sometimes with direct sales, and they've just made it really easy to follow and do. So for you, with having a couple of things here I was looking at, because one, like I said, your personality is fantastic. Your wish list is huge. It's like, I mean, we can order everything on your wish list, no problem tonight. But the other thing I was going to say, which I think might be sort of fun too, is since you're like sort of making go ahead and look at a party date. And again, location, we can check restaurants. We can check, we can talk about what it might look like inside of a home. It could be that you might want to share it with, you know, maybe like a nutty buddy, kind of like sharing it with another friend at a house or something, but lots of different ways we can do this. But here's the thing. You could host the party, get all your free and half price pieces, help your amazing friend get her BFF, which is that bling for a friend, and it could actually be a decider party for you, because then if you decided to go for this, then we could launch your party with it, business with it. Worst case is you're getting lots of free jewelry. What do you think?
I think that doesn't sound too bad.
Okay, so looking at this, and we got the holidays coming up, what would work better for you, like a weeknight or a weekend? Which would probably be better for you?
Probably a weekend.
Okay, can I share something with you?
Sure.
Okay, so what do you usually do like 11 a.m. on a Saturday?
Depends on if I'm awake. It's just hang out, I guess. I don't know.
Do your friends like mimosas?
Of course. Of course.
We have got a cute mimosas and muffins, 11 a.m. on a Saturday. You can get your girls out of bed. They can come. They can sip. They can sparkle. They can shop. Get their day started. We're done. What do you think?
I think that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead, and you said so Saturday. So I've got Saturday, December the 7th, I think it is. We're just pretending. December the 7th. How does that look for you?
I think I can make that happen.
Okay.
December 7th. Pretty open.
Okay, let's go ahead. Well, you said pretty open. You want to try to get it in before Black Friday?
Isn't that too close? Trying to plan that like too soon?
Well, have you ever called your friends up when you've sort of had a night open and said, hey, girls, what are you doing tonight? You want to go out, get a drink, or go to a movie?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. So if you wanted to check and see, I've got the 16th open, or I got the 23rd open. And here's the thing. What you do is you put it out there, see who's available. And if we got enough girls that can make it, then we go for it. If not, then we move it to the December the party. What do you think? Just see what happens.
We can try.
No harm, no foul, right?
No harm, no foul.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pencil you. We're going to go ahead and get you set up. I'll get the rest of the information in a second. I'm going to check your billing information, everything. And for tonight, I was seeing you had the Rap Star, the stretch bracelet wraps, the Aurora Boreal stretch bracelet, and the Bliss. So I will add that maybe we want to take off anything that could be in the kit, so that if we do decide, you do decide to launch this, you're not getting some doubles. That sound good? And you can always.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'll go ahead. I'll get you tallied up here, and I'm really excited. I'm going to go ahead and I have your packet here. I'll get it to you. A couple really fun things to go through. Do you like checklists?
Yes, I do.
Cool. I've got you covered. Okay. So we'll partner together and we'll get this started and get the information out to your friends, see what kind of response we get back. And do me one favor. If you get a lot of no's at first, you're on track. Don't freak out over it. Totally normal. I promise you. The yeses will come next. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. All right, girl. So I will do, the only other thing I want to do really quickly here with you before we hang up is if tomorrow or Wednesday, would you have maybe like 30 minutes we could jump on a call?
Probably Wednesday.
Wednesday? What time Wednesday you think works for you?
6 o'clock at night.
6 okay with work and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on my calendar at 6 o'clock for Wednesday. Will you do the same?
I will.
Okay, fantastic. And I'll call you. And then we'll just go over a few of these host coaching things, and then also talk a little bit more about the party with a couple of things about those first 4 things, starting out with, like, you know, your why and the what's, the who's, and the whens. So sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, darling. I'm going to get you added up. And I'm so glad you came tonight.
Well, thanks. Me too.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how this is going to work for you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Em, is that okay?
Yep, that was awesome. Okay.
There you go.
We're just hold questions. If you got a question, just jot it down. We're going to do them at the very end. I'm going to mute you guys just real quick. And I want to just roll in to why sponsoring why now. This is something that we actually had typed up a while back, and I came across it and I thought, oh my goodness, this is so good for now. I love that you guys are all wanting to share Touchstone Crystal this holiday season. So I came up with some specific words that tweaked it just a little bit from the last time that we had done it. But I wanted to say just $1,000 in orders before Christmas equals one night of fun. So let's say they host their party. It's one night of fun. It's a party of their own. They get over $1,000 in free jewelry because they get the kit. They get the hostess benefits, which is $300 worth of jewelry. And they're making that $250 commission. So the kit is essentially free. And plus it unlocks the 70% discount off the entire spring catalog. And it also includes the bonus piece of the Cha-Cha necklace. All of their friends are shopping for gifts right now. They will want to shop with you. Plus, who doesn't love Swarovski? And that single party is the perfect springboard for lining up a fun January, which all the friends will love that too, because they'll know you're in business. So it's kind of like you've got your party between November and December, whenever they decide to launch themselves, if they do it before Christmas, and that's going to launch them into January. And then again, like I said, the money you will make will pay you back for your kit, because that's $250 in commission and even some spending money. This is the easiest time of year to kick it off. So it's a great thing to kind of just have this verbiage. We'll make sure we post it again in our team pages so that you guys can see this, because it just gives you some bullet points to say, why is now a good time? Well, I can't imagine starting a business having a bunch of free jewelry before you go into the holidays and being able to make some extra commission and springboarding yourself into January. How awesome would that be? All right, so I have a couple other girls. Let me pull back up the screen so I can unmute them. We've got Georgie and Kelly, and let me do a stop share real quick so I can find them and unmute them. Unmute. All right, I got Tammy unmuted. Let me go back in and find Kelly and Georgie. Okay, there's Georgie. I'm going to unmute. And then where is Miss Kelly? Anybody see Kelly?
She's blurry.
She's blurry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there
Her
she is.
picture's not there, so.
Kelly, unmute. Nope, she's not letting me unmute.
There she is.
Oh, yay. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull up the slide. I'm going to do the share screen again so you guys can see what we are talking about. All right. Can you guys all see this? Customer appreciation blingo, retired piece ideas. These gals are going to be talking about these topics. Go for it, girls.
So we wanted to talk about the week after Christmas, but before New Year's, and what a great time that is to have some kind of event for yourself, and or to book. And sorry,
You there?
yeah, yes, I'm here. It's such a great time. People have family in town. They've just gotten some of that extra Christmas cash. Tammy, you want to take it from there?
Sure. We actually put a post in our Illinois team page today suggesting that instead of looking for hostesses, that we be the hostess. And this is our chance to earn some free jewelry with the new line. So our focus is going to be on booking our January and sponsoring. We've been very fortunate in our Blingo events. It seems like every time we have one, our crowd gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And I think that we're thinking if we can get it this time of year, there's probably 10 to 12 of us that could get girls there for one event. And it'd just be a great way to end our year and kick off the new year.
I love
Really
it.
set us up for January.
Mm-hmm. So I know a couple of things we were talking about. Could be a last chance first glance.
Yes.
The new catalogs for you guys that maybe don't know this if you're very new, we are going to be able to order them starting on the 9th of December. And you can also start ordering our samples. So if you're brand new and you've hit the $1,000 mark, you're going to get the spring summer line samples as well. If you are not new, but you did $1,000 in sales in October, you earned the 70% discount off the new line. So those are going to be available. So even doing that big event between Christmas and New Year's, a lot of times, like I said, people are tired of their family, or this is a great way to drag their family to something fun where they can be with their girlfriends. Another tip is about the retired pieces. Kelly, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. If for you ladies that have been in this business for a while now, of course, the retired pieces is a great tool to use to be able to get those ladies excited about getting some free jewelry for hosting. Of course, if you're newer, no worries there. You don't always have to use a retired piece of jewelry. You can do maybe some other type of incentive, but I've found, I've been doing this a while with the retired, and it really, it's a great tool to use to have them get excited. We talk about jewelry jail. If they're able to host a party, that once they qualify, we always try to make sure that we say that it's at a qualified show. I've even had girls that haven't said that, that just go ahead. It's up to you completely. But I feel like it creates a sense of urgency to be able to get to that qualified show amount, so then they can get that piece of jewelry for hosting.
Yep. And one of the tips that I was talking to another leader, she says if she's trying to book people for different things, whether or not it's now, because this retired list is supposed to be coming out this week, you can always, or even if you have a couple of the best sellers that you're like, you know what, I'd be willing to part with them and just reorder new. But you just take a picture of a tray with the retired pieces, and then you send that screenshot to whatever hostess you're trying to book and say, if you book a party with me, either now or if you're trying to fill up this big event, you get to pick a piece off the tray. First come, first serve. So if you want this, let me know and which piece you want. And so that has helped several people get additional parties. And, girls, kind of tell, you guys sell these Blingo events big time. And I love that it can be a customer appreciation Blingo, but what do you guys say to guests when you're at parties and to get people to come to these type of things? You know, what is your selling factors?
I always talk about the excitement, how there's extra demonstrators there or consultants there. We have lots of jewelry. It's a great, it's super exciting. We have prizes. The bingo brings a lot of excitement in itself. A lot of ladies just love playing bingo. I always say we have the snacks covered for you.
I think they like that they don't have to come up with a location. They don't have to worry about parking. They don't have to worry about food. All they have to do is get their friends there and have fun.
Yep.
Awesome. Anything you'd add, Kelly, to it?
Yeah, I mean, all of those are great tips. And I mean, when I'm doing my shows, when I'm getting ready to, you know, see when we're going to have that next Blingo, if it's, you know, within 2 or 3 weeks of that, I'm usually trying to get them to that event, just because now that we're in the holiday swing right now, that's just going to make it one less thing that they have to deal with this being such a busy time of year. So yeah, everybody wants to go and have a couple hours of fun time, and that's what we offer with these.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Now I'm gonna unmute everybody. So if you've got a lot of background noise, because I think that's the only way you guys can unmute. So let me see here. Let me do. Where's my? Sorry, I'm looking for my thing. Can anybody unmute? See if they can just randomly unmute. Janet, can you see if you can unmute yourself? Oh,
I am
you can.
muted.
Okay.
I am unmuted.
Okay, so I'm not going to unmute everybody. All right, so questions. All you have to do is hit unmute. Is there any questions about anything that we went over, whether or not it was the Black Friday sales, the posting, to the sponsoring, to the overcoming objections? I mean, there was a lot of good tidbits to the Blingo event, and maybe even doing that last chance, first glance, you know, getting some stuff prepped for that. Who has questions?
I do. This is Charmin in Texas. I have a Blingo question.
Sure.
Do you sell product and book parties and all that at a Blingo, or is it just go and play and
It's
get rid of old stuff?
It's exactly what we do at a show. It's just a matter of each breakdown. So we'll do depending on how many guests are there. If there's only like 20 people there, we might only do 2 rounds. We never advertise how many rounds of bingo we're going to play. So then we can kind of determine how many gifts, because we do a piece of jewelry for each round. But we just drop that into each segment. So we might share a little bit about Touchstone, a little bit about Swarovski, a little bit about their guarantee. And then we go into the first round. And then we showcase, after we do the first round, the different ways to wear the jewelry. And then the hostess perks. And then we play the next round. So we just kind of sprinkle those in, but it's basically a show presentation in the midst and having those sprinkle of those bingo rounds. They're so easy to do. They're not complicated. I remember Tammy Miller telling me, you know, I had to get my head wrapped around it, but they are so easy. It is literally just taking the show presentation and then opening up one little section and throwing a bingo round and adding that fun little element to it. And it's a lot of fun when you can get multiple consultants that are, you know, like if you have 2 or 3 consultants in your area, that's a great way to be able to get those people that are not party givers, they're just party goers, or those repeat customers that you want to tap back into again. Those are great. Especially around the holidays, you know, when you get people that say, oh no, I can't host right now, and they were one of your 20 contacts. No problem. Would you like to be invited to my Blingo event? You won't have to cook, you don't have to clean, and if you want to bring a friend or 2 and they order, then I'll gladly give you the hostess benefits.
Oh, okay.
You just turned them
That's
into
a good idea.
I didn't realize.
Okay.
I think it's been really instrumental in our area too, because it's let our customers know that there are so many of us that do this in this area, you know, not like we're alone. You know what I mean? Like that there are a lot of other people, a lot of people interested in this, and that other people are able to be consultants also.
Yeah, and they don't take it as an oversaturation. They take it as, oh my, because what I do at the very beginning of Blingos, I say, how many people have heard of Touchstone Crystal before? And it's usually about 3/4 of the room raises their hand that they haven't. And then the 1/4 is like prior Bingo. So they get to see the awe moment, and then they see the consultants, and it's kind of like a twofold. Like, this can be you too. You know, standing up. And one of the things that Tammy did is when she got up there, she had everybody share that where they worked, because the entire Illinois team works full time. So it was really like an aha moment for a lot of people. I think we sponsored like 4 or 5 people that night. So last week.
That's amazing. Okay,
Makes
thanks.
it look easy for them. If it's not something you're sure you want to do, and you have all these women standing up in front of you saying that they're working full time, they have families, you know, they're just like they are. I think it does make it easier for them to buy into the idea that they could do it too.
Mm-hmm. And it's all different walks of life. I mean, you've got people of all age demographics, all different looks. You know, it makes them think that they don't have to be a certain type of person to do this business. And that's really, really neat. So awesome. Any other questions for anybody, from anybody on any of the overcoming objections or sponsoring or Black Friday or Blingo?
This is Lori. I have another question about the Blingo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious if you're renting a hall, if you're, like you mentioned, that you're providing the snacks, or I'm just curious how you all do that. If you're renting a hall, you know, do you just divide the cost of that? Or are you getting a restaurant back room and you're just buying food there?
So we've done a couple different things depending on where the Blingo is. So the Blingo in Illinois, our normal space is $300 and it includes the food, but everybody brings usually 1 to 2 pieces, like one for the raffle and one for the Blingo. And what happens is people come expecting those raffles, which is a lot of fun now. So like our last raffle, we raised, it was like $480, I think, is what we got for the last one. And so, you know, it just, people come and they're like, ooh, what's this? What's this? And we just, a lot of times we'll use a retired piece, and then our Bingo one will be inexpensive pieces, like the little stretch bracelets or the, you know, the little earrings and things like that. But we use the bigger ones that we have that are retired for the actual raffle. So it kind of like draws the, you know, like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah. Okay. So you're selling raffle tickets.
We are. Yeah. I think we do like, you know, I wish Teresa was on here. I think we do it 15 for 20 tickets and 20 for 30 tickets.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions on anything? Nope. What time are we at? It's 9:12. I wanted to make sure we got done at 9:15. I have one more announcement that we're doing. Yvonne doesn't even know this one, so it's going to be news to her too that she's doing it. So I'm going to share the screen. It is going to be a good thing, because here comes my kids, so I apologize. It's Christmas because it's snowing outside, he thinks. All right, so this is, can everybody see this? Booking contest, Team Destiny versus TC Glam Gals, and we are going to totally rock this. Which team can add 25 home parties by December 31st, the fastest? So that means basically between now and Friday night at midnight, the first team that can add 25 home parties dated between now and the 31st of December, the fastest, is going to go into, not only get bragging rights, but there will be a drawing for 2 pieces. Each person that makes at least 5 contacts will be eligible for the drawing, so we'll have a post. Every booking gets you an extra 2 tickets. And then we'll be posting on our main wall for your team. And bonus, if the winning team hits 50 live parties dated and posted by the cutoff, a new spring summer line piece will be given away. What? Yep, Yvonne didn't know that. She's going to be doing that too. Haha. And then if we hit 75 bookings, if a team hits 75 bookings, we'll do all of the above, and then also give away a pack of New Line catalogs. So lots of exciting things. So we'll make sure we post this in the team. Mommy. Oh, sorry. Yep, my little guys. Everybody just came in. Yes, it's Christmas outside because it's snowing. But anyway, so that is going to be our challenge that we're going to be doing between now and Friday. Yvonne's like, what are we doing here, Willis? But I'm excited because I think it's going to be really, really good. We've got a lot of great things, a lot of great information. I will be posting this recording so you guys can go back and listen again. And I also will be posting the qualifications for the drawing to get entered in. And I know I think we might have more Team Destiny people on here anyway. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And so glad Emmy is getting everyone. Haha. I hear you. All right. Okay. Is getting them everyone the new line. No, not everyone. Just one new line piece is what we're doing for the winning team. But we do need to do a drawing for tonight for being on. So I'm going to stop the recording because that doesn't need to be recorded.